So we're sticking with the theme of Kumite. So that was social. We've done social distance Kumite. Now we're going to do close distance, but we're going to break this down. Okay. So we're going to see what's available to counter. Okay. So everything's up for grabs here. We're going to do this slowly. This is only going to work if we do it slowly. If we do it fast, it's going to be a big old mess. Okay? It looks like this. So what I'm going to be studying is what's available to me based on where Scott is and what he's doing. Okay? So if we start in a neutral position, so let's say, come forward a little bit. You know, this is an actual. This isn't sort of formal Kumite. This is an actual fight. Okay? So I'm going to attack Scott, and Scott's going to let me. Okay? There's a point to this. So in the position that Scott's in now, I'm going to study what's available to me. Okay? Now, does anyone want to hazard a guess? Based on Scott's position, based on where I'm stood, what is available for me to strike? Then call out. Diaphragm, yeah. We've got a nice gap between the hands there. What else?
His head.
Yeah. Chin?
No, maybe.
Not really. He's got quite good protection on the chin. I might be able to go for the nose. I might be able to come around the side, but the chin's kind of out of balance.
Maybe his temples.
Yeah, I could go for the temples. So I again come around the side.
Leg.
Yeah, I've got the legs. Okay, you can't protect his legs, so I've got lots of options there. Okay? I could use it by the diaphragm. So in the way that Scott's protecting himself now, that's fine. If he had a longer guard, that'd be a bit more difficult. I wouldn't be able to get in that way. Okay? So I'm going to pick one. So in this case, I'll tell you what, I'll go for the knee. I'm going to go for the knee. Bang, like this. Okay? So I've picked my target. Now what I want Scott to do is, you might say it was too late. I want Scott to now react in the way that he probably would have. Okay? So if I'd done that again, what would he have done to react? Okay? Now he could have done that. I would have said probably the more sensible thing to do would be to move the leg. Okay? Right? So I'm giving Scott extra opportunity to think about what he's going to do. So what I'm basically doing is, you're going to let me do it. Bang. Now you do what you would have done. Okay? So in reality, what would have actually happened is if Scott knew what I was doing, I'd go to kick and he'd move out of the way. Okay? So we've broken the exercise into two. Okay? Let's do that again. There's a point to this. Okay? So I'm going to do the kick. Now he's going to delay. This is like a delayed reaction. Okay? The reason I want Scott to do this is because we're both working. We're both working. I'm looking at what's available. He's thinking about how he would have reacted. Okay? So let's try that again. So come this way a little bit. So I do the kick. No, don't react. So I'm going to like that. Now you're going to react. Okay? Now based on this position, now how do I attack? Okay? What's available to me now? So bear in mind, Scott has decided to drop that hand. Okay? So Scott is quite rightly going to hold that position because that's how he would have responded. Okay? Now what's available to me? Can I kick him in the groin? Not really the right angle.
Chin.
Okay? The chin is open. Okay? So because he's moved that hand, it's made that side of the face a little more available. Okay? He's opened up the diaphragm a bit more. He's opened up that side of the face. I could go for the groin anyway, but he is now aware of it. Okay? If I go for the leg, and I go for the leg again, his mindset is thinking, I've got to protect down here. Okay? So now, bear in mind I've done that, I'm now here. Okay? So I might do a good old cheeky Greg, sort of slip off to the side like this. Okay? Now I want Scott to think, what would he have done to defend that? Okay? Do what you would have done. Okay? Now what's available to me? So from that position, so Scott's holding that position, now what's available to me? Look at me look at what leg I've got forwards, look at his position, look at the angle, what's available to me. Groin with what foot? My right foot, so I'd have to do a double shuffle to do that. Okay, what else? Bear in mind, I'm not strictly bound to striking. I can apply bunkai if I want to. So I'm looking at that front hand. Yeah. So I might slip through and punch. Okay? Like the flow chart. Strike. If you can't strike, apply bunkai and then strike again. So I'm not strictly bound by moving around like this. Okay? So I go like that. Okay? So I'm here. Now you react to what you would have done with that. Yeah, okay. Panic stations, chin down, protect the head. Now I'm going to think about the next thing I'm going to do. Okay? So this exercise is entirely built on delayed reactions to help both partners figure out what they're going to do. Okay? And then you're going to switch. Okay? So Scott's turn. So Scott attacks me, we're both in this guard, he's going to look at what's available. And you're going to do something. Okay? You're going to stay there. Okay? He's going to stay there. So if he'd done that, I probably would have done something like this. Okay? Now I'm going to stay here. Now it's Scott's turn. Bang. Not a bad plan. Okay? Now it's my turn. Now we've broken this down. Now I'm probably going to do the same as what you did. I'm probably going to panic stations, and I'm going to bring the chin down, and I'm going to protect. Okay? Now it's Scott's turn again.
Knee.
Bang. Beautiful. Okay? So I've been attacking Scott. Scott is attacking me. Okay? Everyone with me so far? Because the next stage is to do that, but I counter. Okay? There it goes back and forth and back and forth, and then it becomes a little bit interesting, and that's how it gets messy. Okay? So this time, so we've done that. Okay? So the first one was I was attacking constantly, then the next time Scott was attacking, I was constantly blocking. Now we're back and forth in. Okay? So I'm going to attack. Don't react. Bang! Lovely. His hands were a little bit lower. Okay? So boom, went straight for the nose. Okay? Now Scott's going to react. What would he have done? Okay? Now you're going to counter. Based on where I am. How are you going to counter? Okay? Maybe there, I would have said floating ribs, maybe. Okay? I was here one night. Okay? I've taken that in. Right, how am I going to react? Realistically, I'm probably going to drop that same arm. Okay? Now I'm going to counter. So I'm going to, I've got here and here. I want to buckle his structure, so I'm going to go boom, straight down on top of Judah. Okay? Now Scott's going to react. Now he's going to counter. Based on where I am, that's a good plan. I've given him my face. Okay? Now it's my turn. Now I'm going to parry it, which is going to bring me over the top, maybe with my forearm or my back fist. Now it's Scott's turn. Now he's going to block that. Now he's going to counter. Boom. Has everyone got it?
Yes.
It's like really slow, really poorly timed reaction, Kumite. But you're allowing either of you time to consider what's going on. Okay? So start with one attacks and the other one blocks, then switch, then alternate. Okay? It's confusing, but it's meant to be. Okay? Have a go.